Welcome to Deck Talk, where you will be prepared. Deck Talk is a weekly show where we bring on deck creators, commentators, deck builders to make you a better player and make you ready for this meta. All right, so this week we've got a special guest. This guy is a rising star. He's been tearing up all the communal tournaments, Zotac, ESL, even went toe-to-toe with the world champion Firebat and beat him 2-0 with the Zoo deck. From Vega Squadron, I present to you Fire. How you doing?
Hiya, good to be on the show. Doing
All
well.
right, all right. Thank you for being on. All right, so as I said, you've been going to ESLs, you go into Zotac, you went up against Firebat, killed him with Zoo, which he had a really nice little funny thing about that on Twitter. The Zoo is strong with this one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Zoo's a powerful deck. Would you not agree?
Yeah, Zoo is definitely a powerful deck, and even against its weak matchups, as long as it has a decent starting hand, it has a pretty good chance against it. Like
Right.
against Firebat, I faced Priest, which isn't a favourable matchup. Like, even given the most reasonable estimates, it's only a 50-50 matchup, and that's, in my opinion, no overestimate. So you just have to play around the AoEs, so Holy Novas, your Organized Circles, all that stuff. And against Freeze Mage, which was the second deck which he brought against me, just try and kill him as quickly as possible, try and get him down to 0 HP by turn 7 if he's got an Ice Block or something.
Yeah, RNGesus was definitely on your side for those matches. Freeze Mage
And
and Priest. No.
yeah, I gotta admit, had a pretty good start against Freeze Mage, although against the Priest you just had to play around the AoE.
Right. All right. So you didn't bring us a Zoo deck this week. You brought us a
Shaman.
Shaman. All right. So you also played Shaman in that Zotac NA. You played NA account, which doesn't have all the cards, so you kind of had to like jerry rig around with some of your deck designs. So this is not what you actually played in that tournament, correct?
Yeah, it isn't, but it's what I play when I have a full collection to work from.
Alrighty then. So let's go over the overall strategy and a couple key cards in this. All right.
Okay, right then. So, you got your standard Shaman cards: Shock, Lightning Bolt, Rock Biter, Feral Spirit, Hex, Lightning Storm. Just generally good cards, which just do well against control and aggro matchups respectively.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got the interesting cards which are starting like Zombie Chow. It's real good early game against any kind of aggro. Not as good against control necessarily, but it's still definitely good if you can drop it turn 1. It can get a little bit annoying if it ruins your consistency at late game if you top deck it or something like that. But it's the sacrifice which you have to pay for consistency in the early game. Then you've got Blood Mage Falnos, which is generally just good with Lightning Bolt, Earthshock. Can kill Earthshock can kill stuff like Mad Scientist and Hornet Creeper if you have a Blood Mage Falnos or any kind of spell damage attached to it.
All right.
Then Hornet Creeper, just standard, helps you with Flame Tongue Totem, just get uber value out of it. And then you've got,
I've gotten wrecked because of that so many times.
yeah, if you can't remove the Flame Tongue, it just gets immense value. Then, like I said, Feral, respectively, just good, control or aggro. Then Mana Tide Totem, just great early game, draws your cards against control. So not as good against aggro because it just wastes your turn 3. So basically, it's really good if you can get it out early game against control, or even late game if they're running out of cards and you're running out of cards. It's a good top deck. Well, I mean, it's a good just card to refresh while they can't remove it if you have board control at all. It's just an awesome card.
I always
Then
love
you,
the Priest player who grabs this. It makes me laugh, especially if it's late in the game.
yeah, I mean, if they steal it, then it's not too bad. Uh, but they'll get a draw off it usually. You'll usually be able to kill it, but it's really good against Priest early game. It's actually almost a win condition. It's all right against Priest
Mm-hmm.
early game.
Yeah.
Then you've got Unbound Elemental, which isn't played as often as it used to. It used to be
Nope.
an or two off,
It
but
was like standard 2 for the longest time, and then it fell out of favor.
Yeah, some people have started removing it for stuff like Harvest Storm, etc. But I think that while Harvest Storm may improve in the aggro matchups, Unbound Elemental holds it on holds it on in control matchups. Just getting buffed and getting a free 5 for free is immense value, and then it can get even bigger a lot of the time. It's not that uncommon to see stuff like 5/7 Unbound Elementals.
Oh yeah.
Then you've got Defender of Argus. It's basically a standard 2-of in this metagame. It's really good against aggro. It's basically what you have for heal in Shaman as soon as you don't actually have heal. Then you've got Doomhammer. It's pretty standard in Shaman. It just if it with Rockbiter it can deal 10 damage. Like if it's not, then it can just basically do 16 damage to the face over 4 turns. It's not a bad card at all. Does have an overload effect, although it's still not that bad a card. It's a relatively good card, especially in matches where you need bursts like Freeze Mage and against Warlock in particular, Handlock. Then you've got another interesting inclusion, Harrison Jones, which actually replaced 2 of Azure Drake for 1 of Azure Drake, 1 of Harrison. It's really good against control if they have a weapon like, say, Paladin, although you don't see that much Paladin in the current meta, and definitely against Warrior. It can really do well against Warrior. While it may take 1 damage, if you get in a death spike, they no longer can kill your, say, 3/5 unbound with it, the second charge or anything like that. And against Hunter, of course, it just gets rid of that 6 damage to face rate like that. So
against Hunter, you don't actually mind popping their traps just to get that extra card draw.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can proc it and then get extra card draw, and they no longer have a trap or their weapon.
And against Warlock, playing this against Jiraxis makes them cry.
Not necessarily. Like a lot of the time they play Jiraxis towards the end game, so you may force yourself to go into fatigue or overdraw cards. But it can be okay to play against Jiraxis if you're heavily running out of cards right like that.
Right. And of course we've got the Alakir, the Windlord.
Yeah, the Alakir. Some people have been subbing that for another Doomhammer. I did this in Zortek just because I don't have Alakir. But when I have Alakir, I do like to include it instead, as it's better on its own against stuff like Hunter, Zoo. It's just more solid in general. You don't have to face tanks 6 damage to face or like that to kill stuff.
Right. Alright, so that's strategy. That's some of the highlights. Now let's get to some gameplay. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Alright. So, what's going to happen now is he's going to coach me as we're playing this deck. So what are we hoping not to face?
Not to face is generally Zoo's a coin flip matchup. It's really coin flippy. It's not an awesome matchup. You also don't want to face stuff like Miracle, Freeze Mage, although he's going to play Freeze Mage on ladder. It's definitely not the right thing to do, especially with all these Hunters. But yeah, Hunter's an okay matchup. It's still a bit of a coin flip, so it's an okay matchup though. We're gonna mulligan the Alakira, of course. We don't want an 8-drop in our opening hand. We're gonna mulligan the Hex. The only time when it's right to keep Hex really is against Druid because of Innovate. And we're probably going to get rid of the Blood Mage as well. It's just like better late game when you can use it with a Lightning Storm. And then we're going to keep a Lightning Bolt just because you need removal for Undertaker.
Right. Okay. Not looking that much better.
No, it's not the best starting hand you can have with this deck, therefore. Would be much better if we got something like a Zombie Chow for turn 1 or Haunted Creeper for turn 2.
Alright.
Okay, this is good. The Hunter has a slow start relatively. It's not anything like a Lepanome. It's not threatening much damage. We're just going to end the turn. It's definitely not worth it to Lightning Bolt, and it's not worth it to Coin Totem for a Flame Tongue next turn.
Right. Wow, this is like the slowest playing Hunter I've ever seen.
What do I play? The Mad Scientist, the Haunted Creeper, or the Knife Juggler?
Yeah, you know, it's like you only have 3 choices there, guy. I'd laugh if all he had were secrets.
Okay.
Oh. And you saw that? That came from the middle of his deck. That wasn't top deck. Well, now, isn't that interesting?
Lightning Bolt, Earthshock.
Yeah. I don't know, though.
It's worth it because the Earthshock's getting rid of that and he's not going to get the Beast Jaw. And then you need to kill that one too because it's going to become a free for very quickly.
And even though we're overloaded, we do have the coin if we pull the 3.
Yeah.
If, but I think that's like Unbound Elemental territory.
If he gets a Misha as well, you probably just have to Coin Hex it.
Oh, yeah. Misha is kind of a problem to deal with in many cases.
In many cases, the ideal scenario is if he just plays Ball and then Ball and then hit face, but unfortunately he doesn't have that. He just plays Mad Scientist instead. We just taught him and then taught him. It's not a bad one to get. It means that if we get an Earthshock and he trades, then we get to kill it. If not, we can maybe possibly have to be forced into Defender in next time.
Yeah, there's no way he was going to let us keep a minion. Okay. This is getting ugly.
Good if we get a... probably just... Yeah, we probably just have to coin Warfare.
Hoping to draw, make him trade 3 for 1?
Possibly, or just, if not, then set up for something like trade into the 1-2 Lightning Storm next turn if we top deck it. And next turn, it isn't that bad if we just unbound Totem.
But a Hunter... Well, actually, no, he can't even use... Oh, he could have used a Hunter's Mark, but I opted not to. He's going full retard.
Why do you think it's called Huntard?
Yeah. How to play Hunter. Play minions. Attack every turn.
Means if we get Doomhammer, we win.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to determine the correct play here. Like, it may be worth it to Defender, but then if he has Kill Command, he can basically just kill it along with the Haunted Creeper.
Right.
And you can't... If we top deck Lightning Storm, then it'd be really good, but if not, it'd be kind of awful. The other play is Unbound Totem, which isn't exactly making my dreams go well. I think we're forced into Defender face.
Defender face?
Yeah.
I like the way you think.
Well, there's only one way to retardedness.
You hit me for this much. I'll hit you for this much. I'm okay with that. I really am.
Yeah. It means that we can play Tom possibly next time. That's probably Snake Trap. I'd have to guess. Oh, that's good. That is amazing.
That is amazing. Oh, how you want to do it? We got to proc the Snake Trap first.
Yeah, if it's Snake Trap, that is. The way we probably do it is Flame Tongue. And then attack with the 4-3, and then not be sad at all if it's something like Freezing Trap. Yeah,
right.
That's probably how we do it. Okay, wow, it's Freezing Trap. I wasn't expecting that per se. The way I'd probably react to that is just hit and Lightning Storm.
Hit
Hit first.
with
Yeah,
this?
hit first. Yeah, into the Misha. Because you don't want a freezing trap to get it.
And lightning storm away.
It might have been worth it to rock back the E1 to.
That's why I was asking, are you sure?
It's more making Doomhammer a win the game option.
Right.
I mean, in this case, he can destroy the 2/1 in, but we're not that sad at that. We have Hex, so if he plays anything too threatening, we just kill it like that by doing that. It's very interesting to what we do. Okay, that makes it a lot easier. In that case, we totem first, and then yeah, feral spirits. Want to do it in that order because we want the spell damage totem to be on the left hand side.
Right. Another secret. Oh.
That's succulent. Hmm. This is. We hit with the 2/2 into the face, I think.
Just a test.
It's probably one of them is freezing trap. I couldn't imagine the world where one of them isn't freezing trap, yes.
And explosive.
Okay. This is absolutely fine, I guess. That means we could just go. So, yeah, okay. So we just. Hmm. It's actually possibly worth it to hex the mad scientist, but I don't think it's worth it. I think there's no way he can kill you. Yeah, just Doomhammer hit first twice and then hit with the 4-1. It's probably not going to backfire at all.
We're not going to rock fighter?
No, there's no point. There's no way he plays Harrison Arus. I'm not. Just there's no way. And if he feels more threatened, he could be forced into a stupidly weird play. Just not telegraphing that we have lethal next time.
Right. Well, at least we balanced the books, but he's at a really good position here.
Yeah. We just win next turn. Like, there's no card in his deck which would literally serve him next turn.
Right. See, now, I'm glad we kept the Hex. But
Hex doesn't do much.
We need a lightning bolt. Or Earth Shock.
It's okay. So this is where we. It's a good question. What do we do here? Possible we just lose.
I don't like possibilities like that. Come on now.
It's possible that we should have also batted last time.
Possibly. He'd be down to 4.
Yeah, and then we'd win. See, I think if we hex that, then we can only play like Haunted Creeper and that. So then he'd have 5 damage, 8 damage, 10 damage on board. Okay, so we'd probably be forced into doing that then. We have to hex a 4/3. Hit the thing. No, just hit the frog. Like, that's it. And then Haunted Creeper Tom. Almost didn't, man. Okay, so this means that we can.
If he finds 1 damage, we
Yeah,
lose.
yeah. It's unlikely that he will. Like, I think there's more minions in his deck than there is direct damage. I mean, it's very possible that it does have direct damage.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
we win. Yes.
Okay, so I'm thinking Rockbiter here takes out that, and then Rockbiter here, and we take him out.
There's multiple ways to do it.
Let's do it
What's
the
more
simplest
stylish?
way.
Well, you could just defend her and then trade them in.
That okay?
And then
Actually,
overkill him. You need to get that overkill. Teach these people how to be a.
hi, welcome to 16.
Overkill.
You know, he's probably sitting there going, I got this. He's down to 1. What can he do?
Nah, he knew that was a very real possibility. And then if I had any kind of form of removal, it was basically just wish and pray.
Alright, so ready for match number 2. Let's hopefully get something that isn't, I don't know, Funtard.
Yeah, something less hunterish.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh, so today on Ladder's Hunter, it's absolutely ridiculous.
It's like 60% of the meta. You just can't get away. Oh my god! Could it be a handlock?
Possibly, or a zoo.
Or a zoo. Or a zoo. Alright.
Right. So we get rid of the Fire Elliot and Flame Tongue, definitely. Then we watch attentively. If we think it's Zoo, we get rid of the Manatide Totem. If we think it's Handlock,
He got rid of his entire hand. It's handlock.
So we keep Manatide.
Alright. Do we get rid of
It's
Unbound?
No, we keep it.
Alright.
Like, Manatide is literally MVP against Handlock. It's ridiculous. Okay, so this is a good hand against Handlock. If it's Zoo, it's an okay hand. Now it's a good hand no matter what it is, but it honestly doesn't matter.
Alright. So we've got nothing we can do. Coining a totem is just retarded.
Yeah. Depends what it does here, actually, to what we do. Okay, so what? What?
Yeah, he passed. He didn't even.
Okay, somebody's concerned about their health total. We coin Manatide.
Yeah. Either that or maybe he did that to psych us out.
Nah, you gotta be concerned with that Doomhammer Rock Fighter combo.
No, we've got part of that combo. Alright, so. Earth and Ring.
Okay. So this means that we're forced into Feral. Basically, yeah. Like, it's awful, but because he didn't tap, it's not that awful.
Alright.
And you're getting that card every turn, so even if it is negative card advantage, you're still getting that card advantage back from protecting the 0-3.
Oh, we need an Earth Shock. Oh, we need an Earth Shock.
That shock would be absolutely awesome. On the other hand, that's fine. Huh. I mean, we could literally just lightning bolt, rock bite that thing. And I think that's actually probably the correct play. Yeah.
Okay,
Lightning
so.
bolt. Yeah, lightning bolt E46. Then rock bite it. Of course, by putting it on the hero. Wait, what?
No?
Definitely not right.
Oh, you. Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
made a mistake.
Now we lose our precious Manatide totem where we wouldn't have before.
Yeah. Crap. Well. This is actually all on me because I got lost in what he was saying. That's my fault.
Probably talking a little bit too fast, but oh well.
Just a wee bit there, laddie.
We'll point out that my nationality is English.
Keep telling yourself that. Okay.
Haunted Creeper Totem is probably the best play. Like against Handlock, you play very. You don't need to put that much pressure on the board. Like because you've got all the removal which Shaman has at its disposal. It's better if you just play like just laid back a little bit, unless you're just going full out, hit his face, hope for best, which sometimes you have to do. Oh wow. Okay, he's actually debating sending it into the 1-2.
Really?
That's about to say.
Really?
Ah, okay. This is fine.
This is actually pretty good. If I'm reading this right, this is extremely good.
I mean, we could play it into Hellfire, which is by Flame Tongue, Lightning Storm, Zombie Chow on the right hand side.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what we do. It's not playing into it that hard.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Flame Tongue goes here.
Yeah.
Zombie Chow goes here.
To the right hand side, yeah. And then you Lightning Storm. And you're getting good value out of Lightning Storm in a matchup where Lightning Storm generally isn't very good. And now, if he has anything other than Hellfire or Owl D03, that Flame Tongue Totem just threatens whatever he puts on board. It honestly doesn't matter.
I think he's got it. Yep.
Okay, so that's not that bad at all. You still got the Hex in hand. We've got a Zoo Drake this turn to fish for other forms of removal as well.
Alright.
And another Flame Tongue, that's fine.
So I think we're getting to yeah, we might see some giants coming out here soon.
It's fine. I mean, it'd be really nice if we could eventually finally get an Earth Shock, but wish and pray.
Wish and prayer. Wish and prayer. Thank you, RNGesus!
Okay, so how we react to this is Feral Spirit, Defender in middle, Earth Shock.
Okay, so Pharaoh Spirit. Defender.
Mm-hmm. He's already used one Ancient Watcher, so we don't have to be as concerned about Ancient Watcher into Shadowflame.
Yeah.
Although that board isn't really that big enough to be scared of that kind of thing happening.
No.
It's 2 cards. Okay, so this is pretty good to be honest. It's debatable whether we actually use the Hex. Like, while we've got a board at our disposal, we can definitely maybe in fact just use Flame Tongue.
Okay, so if we use Flame Tongue, that's 5. That's, yeah, definitely. So trade that out, and then he gets no value.
We probably want to put the Flame Tongue to the right hand side of the 3-4.
Yeah, agreed. So
The far right, yeah.
okay.
And then send the now 5-4 into the 8-8, and then the now 4-3 into the 8-3. Then send the 5-4 into the 3-3.
All right.
Then Totem. And then put the Unbound to the far left hand side. And of course, because of the Flame Tongue placement, matters no matter what minion you're placing.
Exactly. I could have predicted that was coming.
Yeah, it's why you place the 2-4 to the right, left hand side. Okay, that's his second Soulfire gone, so if his first is down to next to nothing. Okay. Can't afford to waste a Hex on that thing, I don't. Although he is running. how many threats has he used? He's used both Twilight Drakes, he's used one Mountain Giant. So he's got one Mountain Giant, two Molten Giants. He's still got Lord Jiraxis, which is to some extent a concern, although we do have Harrison Jones to counteract that. But then his hero power could become a concern. I guess I think we do have to hex it. The burst, if we get a Doomhammer Alakir, is extremely important. So we hex it, send the 2/2 into the 0/1, and then send the Unbound. Put the Unbound on the left hand side, and then play a top.
I'm kind of hoping he does Jiraxis, but I think he's going to hold off on it until we get him down lower. Or he gets himself down lower.
It's still not necessarily the best play. Okay.
See, now that just makes me feel so bad.
It doesn't make you feel that bad at all because you just trade your entire board in.
Right, so start with this.
Honestly, it doesn't matter which one do you do it in, but as long as you don't put a minion in between them. Then you put the Haunted Creeper to the left-hand side and play a Totem. It's debatable whether to play Harrison Jones because it does threaten lethal. No, it does. No, it's 1 damage off lethal for Dralakir. So we keep the Harrison in hand just because Lord Jiraxis exists. Although it's not awesome keeping it in hand because it's a 5/4 which we can't play at the minute under the premise that he may play a drop which he may or may not have.
I don't know, with a name like Unlikely, it's kind of scary to think about.
Okay, so we got Warfare, that's good. Warfare goes to... Probably, yeah, no.
Yeah,
actually...
That's a tough call.
It goes on, I think it goes on the far left-hand side. And then you Totem and then hit first twice. I don't think... Yeah, you're not concerned. You just hit first. Makes it very unlikely that he's going to play Jiraxis, and it also makes it highly likely that whatever we draw could be lethal.
Right. But he could start getting out those giants here real soon.
Can only.
Whoa! Yeah, he was. Alright.
Okay, this is perfectly fine. Like, we can just clear it while using basically no resources whatsoever. Is that lethal? That's 8, 10. Crap, we're 1 off lethal. Yeah. It's annoying. Always 1 off lethal. Never 2, never 3. In that case, we said Shock to bypass any other taunt. Trade the Totem first, because we want to taunt Totem. Good, right? So now we trade the 3/2, the 2/2, and the then 2/2 into it. Wait, actually, that isn't enough damage, is it? Oh, damn. Yeah, trade Warfare and then trade the 2/2s into the Sun Fury. For some reason, my brain just figured that it would be able to kill it.
And that's all we're doing?
Yeah. Flame Tongue just doing work. It's a really good card.
That Flame Tongue has been working this board all day. Yeah, you knew that was coming. You knew it was coming.
Wow. Okay.
That value. That value.
Oh god, this hand. Yeah, you play the Harrison along with Tom. Harrison still goes in far. No, it still goes on far left, yes. Because Defender, I think we still got 1 in deck.
Oh man, we need to get one of our finishers here in this next draw. So
yeah, like it doesn't really matter what it is because it's unlikely. It's unlikely we'll be able to get 2. Oh my gosh, he's almost out of cards. That's actually really good.
No, don't you dare have it. Don't you dare have it. Don't you.
It's fine. It honestly doesn't matter all that much. Aha, 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 aha. So that's 6, and then yeah, it's lethal. So Alakia, rock better the Alakia. Definitely rock better the Alakia. Then Earthshock V99. Hit the 5/6 with the 6/5. Although it doesn't actually matter which one you trade it in with. Just
hit the 5/6 with.
just hit them in. Like it's
Okay.
easy to see the lethal.
Yeah, I know. I see the lethal. You'd need thicker glasses than either of us wear. Not to see it, you know. I mean.
Yeah.
All right,
Right.
so. But wow, we took him all the way down to 1 card.
Yeah.
Even with a massive misplay, you're still able to recover it. That's pretty
Yeah.
freaking amazing.
He made a massive misplay as well, so it balanced.
But
Turn
at,
2.
at that top level, making those misplays can really just kill you instantly.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like I said, he did tap it on turn 2, which is absolutely awful.
Right, right.
He must have been preoccupied with something else.
You know, there's these things on the internet that distract people. We call it porn. All right. So, getting on to the social part of the show, if you'd like to follow Fire, you can check him out on Twitter at VegaFireHS, or you can actually watch him stream on twitch.tv/FireHS. All right, Fire. So, obviously, Shaman is still relevant in the meta. I think it's actually one of the most balanced decks currently in this meta. It does very well against a lot of things. It even excels in a few areas, but you know, it's not like over the top like some of these decks are.
Yeah, well, Shaman's one of those decks which it depends highly on variance, how it does against each deck. Like, all matchups need one important card. Zoo needs Lightning Storm. Handlock needs Earthshock, Hex. Each deck needs a certain card from your deck, which is why the variance of Shaman is so high, especially without that much card draw. But no, I think it's a really good deck. It's one of those decks which is close to 50-50 on almost everything. It isn't a high variance in win rate deck like Freeze Mage, which has like just dominates some stuff and then just massively dies to other like Hunter, Warrior.
Right, right. But it's a good deck. This is why we see a lot of players, even in competitive tournaments, running Shaman, and they generally do very well with it.
Yeah, it's a really good class. It's just generally a really good class. It's a quite good opener in tournaments, and that just because of the generally good matchup against everything kind of mentality of the Shaman.
All right. Well, that's gonna wrap up this show here. If you like these videos, please like, subscribe, Reddit, share it with everybody. Other than that, Fire, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah. Just shout out to my team, Vegas Squadron, of course. And if you follow the Twitch stream, then it will be. I'm trying to start a schedule from 7 till 9 UK time. So just figure out whatever that time is, your time yourselves.
Right. For those of you who don't know, UK time is Greenwich Mean Time. Last time I checked. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, this is the Shiv saying bye-bye.
Bye.